So, welcome to World of Tanks with T-Demon. And today, it's not one of my replays, it's UKshortstuff in his IS-3, platooned up with a couple of clanmates in the Panzer 58 Mutz on Pilsen. And this was replay sent to me yesterday, or not particularly sent to me. He went and came and grabbed me on our clan TeamSpeak. Well, he's not in the same clan as me, but his mum is. I play with her quite regularly. So yeah, he said take a look at this, and I did. And I thought this is too good not to feature, even if he has got better results in the IS-3 than I have to date. So anyway, they're on Pilsen, they've spawned north, the top tier, and at the start, apart from derping into that solid concrete block, he's heading down to the sort of 3-4 line corridor, which isn't a bad place to take a top tier heavy normally. I mean, I don't mind Pilsen, but he's kind of a... It's one of these maps that doesn't have so many clear places to go. Anyway, 5100 would have been a great shot if you could get it. And of course he gets spotted there. His two clanmates have gone up ahead of him, and to be honest, they're a bit far forward inside this building, and they're going to pay for it.
It's a trap!
As he gets spotted there. Now there's a VK flanking. So puts one into him, takes a gold round in return, but I suppose you can't really blame the VK facing tier 8s when he doesn't have a great gun. But yeah, his two friends in the Mutz are, one of them's dead already, he's trying to help the other, but just too many targets. And he's lost a fair few hit points there, and things aren't looking so good for his team or him. This is not a great position to be in now. Rather isolated, and with a lot of tier 8s coming up to fight him. But he's doing a job. He's using this rubble while he reloads, and I think trying to bait them a bit. Oh, trying to go for that plate on the IS-3's turret roof, but when you level with it, or if anything a little below, that's not the most reliable of shots to take. But onto the rear of the Super Pershing, and I think he's coming round to try and help the ISU, because bluntly he hasn't got much else to help him, and also it means he's only fighting one. So the ISU puts a shot in there. I think he's using the wanted now. He did get the kill, so you could argue that forcing his way to that shot was the thing to do, and really the ISU should have backed off. You know, well, there goes another kill. Yes, if the ISU had backed off and let him come round and take the shot, that would have been ideal. But you know, random teammates don't necessarily think like a team, whereas if you're playing strongholds or clan wars, that's almost certain what would have happened. So he's trying to side scrape here, gets one into the Carnarvon, and he's already got 3 kills and done over 3,000 damage, and they've nearly pulled this back to level. Upper plate of the Carnarvon is not an ideal shot. I say they've nearly pulled it back. Now they're 10-7 down. 11-7. Gets the lower plate that time. But now he's... yeah. He is the last surviving tier 8 in the battle, which is something, but he does only have 360 hit points. And the guys on the other flank are going down quickly. At least that M6 is. The other two are very isolated. So here's a Stura Emil. And of course,
It's a trap!
0 damage shot on the guy. I think it actually missed. So now he's trying to bait him into taking the shot, side scraping out. Because really he needs this guy dead if he's going to support our Sturm Mill, who's gone down anyway. So now it's a 1 versus... was actually 1 versus 7 for a moment. Now it's only 1 versus 6. Ooh, he bounces off the Yoke Panther and the Cromwell. And again, I can't really blame the Cromwell for firing APCR at this juncture in the match. But you can argue
It's a trap!
that when you're 6 versus 1, the thing to do now 5 versus 1 is not come one at a time. And when you've got the mobility of an E25 and you've taken the shot anyway, perhaps flanking? Some of the other guys trying to flank might be an idea, and maybe, you know, trying to coordinate things a bit. Because again, Yoke Panther hasn't really got the gun depression to get the Yoke Panther, so he takes out the VK. But he's in quite a defensible position here, because effectively this little dip means that they can only really see his turret. And he takes the Yoke Panther. And the E25, like I say, with his mobility, he would have been one of the tanks. That was a low roll. That you would... the Cromwell had the right idea, and very nearly... if he'd been a bit faster at moving round, he might have been able to circle strafe UKshortstuff and win there, but he didn't, so he died. And well, 10 kills already. I kind of missed the Radley Walters in all of the discussion, but that's now a Pools medal, and I haven't got one of those yet. I say yet, I may never get one. They are hard. I've come close. I've come within one shot on 2 or 3 occasions, but never quite made it. Still around mail saying HE, but this is dangerous. But he gets him. 11 kills. Wow. So let's go and have a look at the post-game stats for this one. Okay, unsurprisingly, that's an ace tanker in the IS-3. That's another thing I haven't got. Yeah, Hand of God, Bruiser, Duelist, Fire for Effect, unsurprisingly. So let's go in kind of reverse order of importance. Spartan for ricocheting a shot with less than 10% of his hit points left. Steel Wall, yeah, not surprising. High Caliber, Top Gun, Paul's medal we already knew about, and Kolobanov's medal for standing alone against 7 of the enemy. As you can see here, everything he shot died apart from to him, apart from the Super Pershing, who he took for over 1100 damage. So, yeah, it should be no surprise that he is top of the team on damage and experience. 5346 damage, 11 kills, 1761 base XP in a tier 8 when you're top tier is very impressive indeed. Shout out to the M6, who was second on damage and XP in a tier 8 game. Yeah, UKshortstuff's platoon mates, well, it didn't work out. I'm sure they had an idea going forward in top tier mediums and working the buildings can work. It's just they ran into all of the enemy's top tier heavies and found themselves just a bit too isolated But yeah, definitely we can see who was pulling their weight in this game. And if we look at the details, I didn't think to mention it at the time, but UKshortstuff doesn't carry any gold ammo in his IS-3. So 23 shots fired, 22 hits, 19 pens. Well, okay, he's close range brawling, but that's still pretty good. 5346 damage we knew about. Received 14, of which only 7 penned, and only blocked 1220 damage. Most of those bounces were fairly small caliber. So spotted the enemy arty, damage 12, killed 11, 128 assistance damage. Yet he really was doing the business there. And yet with his premium account he had a net 37,500 credit profit. And wasn't his double, but he was playing with a premium account with in a platoon, so nearly 3,000 XP. Not bad at all. So I hope you've enjoyed this one. It was quite fun for me to watch and to do commentary on. Congratulations to UKshortstuff, because that was a bloody good game. I've been T-Demon, you've been awesome, and I will speak to you soon.